Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits with another Inkbound Daily. And today is the solo daily for October 3rd. And just as an upfront disclaimer, we're technically not running the daily today. I got an offer to follow somebody else's seed and wanted to see for myself, like, exactly, like, what the disparity between RNG on accounts is, because I know and we know from having ran seeds multiple times in this channel that stuff like your crit chance, the quillings that drop, enemy like spawning patterns, those sort of things, anything that has a percent chance, like say, what is it, seed drop, or the chance on kill to gain like will or something like that. All of these things are like random and they're not at all attached to the seed. Although for enemy spawning patterns, obviously the fight itself is attached to the seed and enemies prefer to spawn in specific ways, so there's a little bit of a disparity there, but honestly it can happen in a way that causes you to miss, say, fight 1 or other fights, but otherwise you're pretty much always set up against the same fights. Now, the reason why I wanted to follow somebody else's seed is because of multiple accounts, both with people messaging me in Discord and with the playtesters, of stuff like, well, you took this, but I was never offered this, and stuff like that. There's been some cases of disparity between accounts, but usually if you play under the same account, so I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I'm hoping to actually bump into something egregious, but if not, you know ahead of time that I stole this seed from somebody in the Inkbound Discord. Their name on Discord is Ren. Their YouTube account is Agus, and I will put the link to that run down in the description below so that you can follow it yourself, see if anything funny happens, leave comments over in their YouTube comments section, well, however you want to go about that. But again, just full disclosure, this is not our run today. We are just going along for the ride. Hopefully that makes the run slightly faster. Unfortunate that we have spawn with 2 random bindings, considering that that's the #1 thing that I wanted to see. Because bindings is now hard forced as soon as you pick up the character, so that's integrated into the seed at like the earliest possible time. Whereas previously it was an issue where something either with your account or maybe the timer of when you start a run, all runs also have a GUID. That maybe had something to do with it, but people were definitely getting significantly different bindings. That's been fixed, so we're not going to see anything with that. We have Death Scythe, so honestly, if any character is good for Death Scythe, I think that it's Obelisk, because they have, I'd say that they have the second best shielding in the game, behind Magma Miner now. You could argue that Weaver has better shielding than Obelisk does, and, well, they get higher numbers for sure, but that's usually taking shielding on Constrict, which I think is a, like, huge misplay, personally. That's my spicy take of the day. If I'm not going to be able to run the run, then I might as well throw one of those in there. Then, of course, on turn end, Inkwash. I'm assuming that that's not going to become an issue. Ren has said that this is pretty much like easy clap 4,350, so we're going to go ahead and follow them. We also have Blessing and Misplaced Nobility. Damn. Damn. What is this run? Well, let's hope that it's as easy as they say, because we have 1 HP. Oh, let me turn this down. You guys don't need to hear that. I'm just, okay, so the first thing they do is go to this vault and they re-roll. They are offered Moss Spyglass here, so we go ahead and we take that. And then they take Precise on Blink. which is kind of spiced, considering that crit is random, but alright. If there is any disparity between Ren's video and my video, I will screenshot it and then figure out some way to edit it in here. I'm just trying to stay on top of them as much as possible. And I want to make sure, just in case. So, obviously, like I said, the fight should be exactly the same. And enemies like to spawn in a particular way. But a lot of enemies do that in accordance to you. So I'm going to try my best to actually position myself very closely to how Ren is when he hits these. And so here is one disparity here. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and like screenshot this. This will be in an editing. But this is one of the things that I was talking about. Even if I was to do this run multiple times, I'm not going to get the same crit values. I have a crit on my Ironclap. He does not. Or they. I shouldn't assume gender, especially in 2023. So I'm just going to take a look at what they're doing. Really, a turn 1 seismic, huh? Oh, we're not even trying for... I guess that's why this is a 350. Because we're not trying for turn 1. And mathematically, I mean, I guess that's proper, because there's honestly mathematically very little way for us to get turn 1, unless you were marked by my spyglass. But I need to figure out for myself, like, what exactly we're doing here, because I don't have access to the same... I gotta stop. I keep moving their video because I'm pressing buttons on my keyboard expecting stuff to happen. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to hit... Oh my god, I did it again. Like, this is truly the worst. Alright, right click here. We're okay. Alright, so if I could possibly get all 3 of these, that'd be great. But what they settle for is hitting 2 enemies. This Figment and one other, technically the healthiest one here. So I think that if I was truly to copy them, I want to try and replicate that as much as possible. Yeah. They're leaving this orb for next turn. I'm guessing that I'm just like blinking out of the area here. Their reaction is very similar. And so what we are doing is... Okay. I could stop hitting that for like the 15th time. We immediately take an orb, which thankfully ours spawned next to us. We go ahead, pop with this. This guy was marked this time, so he took quite a bit of damage. And I'm sure this is just claps till the end of days. Yeah, just 3 claps. Oh my good lord. By the end of this, I'm going to know how to navigate this and YouTube at the same time. And like I said, that positioning was different, that crit was different. It's not going to make too much of a big difference in the overall scheme of things. But if we're going with precision, or precise, it could very well make a difference. Whether or not that actually happens here, I don't know. I probably should have waited until they were done here on my video, so that I took nodes in the same order. Oh, they do the same thing I do. Okay. It's just pretty much reaction there. I'm already starting to like Ren. They are a capital G gamer for sure, taking that +10 like a champ. What are you offered here? Warp and Blast. You reroll for Earthquake. I mean, of course you do if you know it's there. Where are we going here? You probably don't do bindings. You do stats. I feel like I'm getting a read into Ren's soul here. And I like it. That's kind of juicy. He takes physical power. Again, I suppose in hindsight, like maybe Ren is an absolute psycho and does stuff like this. They farmed this daily seed for themselves. So they know exactly what they're going up against. He took a superior vault. And so if you know exactly what you're going up against, not taking plus 8 HP there isn't as risky. I don't know, maybe they're an absolute mad lad and they do it anyways. Okay, this is actually almost identical. I would say that as far as everything else is concerned, like, this is an identical spawn. Anyways, what are we doing? For shield bashing, top left, seismic slam, clap, blink out. Okay. And we pressed the frickin' button for like the 20th time. Swear to God, I'll get good someday. Okay. Hit that. Give me that orb, please. I guess I didn't check where their orb was. I'm kind of interested in that. Their orb was even kind of in the same spot. So that one was definitely a lot closer between us. I swear to God. You can hear the button press and then the immediate disappointment. Alright. This spawn is cursed. And also, most notably, you're still alive. It's okay. We can figure this out. We are smart. Okay. We're gonna follow mostly what they're doing. This is kind of cursed, though, due to the fact that we have that extra rhino up there. Actually, yeah, how did you survive with 3 HP? Did I miss you with the iron clap? Was I too hasty? That might have been my bad. These guys are definitely positioned differently, though. Charge up there. Clap basically to... Yeah, we'll be fine. Because we actually even get to do something like this. That's kind of what we're going to have to do. And then you don't blink. I would probably blink, but I'm going to trust this man. Okay. I really can't position myself in a similar location because my enemies are definitely in different locations, but we seismic slam next turn, so... Okay. And that pretty much solves it. We re-roll twice for Shining Circlet. Again, just checking that we're getting the same stuff that they did. Okay. We re-roll for Battering Ram, of course. And again, not to discredit Ren here, but it's kind of funny, like, the decisions you make when you know the outcome, right? Like, we're going to take this. Gonna reroll, take another shiny. You are fucking insane, dude. Holy shit. How much money have we spent? Like, he gets 4350. I probably should have aimed that a little bit better. The good thing about this fight, and they told me to make sure to worry about positioning so that this guy always has marked, but the way that these enemies usually spawn in this fight is that they usually try to keep, like, spawn things between you and Nim. And then we just charge, Earthquake, and then bully him? Okay. I got a crit on mine. Hold up. How good are we looking? Okay. I really should follow the process, but I totally want to just flex on this. Because we have a crit on this, and he doesn't. But I shouldn't do that. Also, how do I have... Did I not take a potion? You know what? They probably took a potion during the second fight, but that's why their rhino died. Gotcha. I didn't notice that they took a this guy moves fast. I apologize. So I even have a potion and he doesn't. So we're definitely going to go a little bit off the rails here. We're going to take this. We're going to blink first. We're going to do this. I'm not going to do anything else because I don't want to completely scuff the frickin' run. I don't know, RNG and all that stuff. But if we... I guess we can get away with doing all this. Because that's what they did. It's just that we're easily going to get this second phase. Let me go back to where we were. Yep. Interesting. The enemy even spawned in almost the exact same location. Maybe they don't try to spawn between the two of you in this fight? Or to a degree? I'm learning a little bit. And I keep pressing buttons over here. I severely apologize. This is still going to be a freaking hour-long run. Ren's video is only 11 minutes long, by the way, because they're an absolute gamer, and they know their way. How are you on cooldown? Charge, Earthquake, Blink, Orb, Clap? Like, none of those things should be necessary. For us, at least. But Charge, Earthquake, Blink I can do. And then I will not pick up the orb. I'll pick up the orb so that at least our stuff mirrors. Now I have an extra crush here. I've completely gone off the rails. And this is what, like, one crit does. I've had to literally hold myself back during this fight that has killed so many other people. Granted, one of the reasons why I'm here is because I have a Moss Spyglass, which I knew that was behind a wall, right? Anyways, how are we handling this fight now? Yeah, he took... like, this... I'm sorry. This is completely off the rails now. I don't even know if I can... Not to say it to be rude, but I don't know if I can follow this, because... Again, no offense, they're taking damage. Right? Like... And a majority of that is because he had to do that extra clap, just to be fair. And since I had a crit, I didn't have to. I got to keep the crush, so I'm looking a little bit better in that regards. This enemy spawned over there and was actually further away from me. That's a little irritating. We should still be fine. We're going to keep with the program here. I like this double shining circlet with Earthquake. That's pretty chunky. I like it. Got it. Okay. Now just have to catch up. I skip past the rewards because they pick them so frickin' fast. We take Palisade Wall and Critical Seismic Slant. Well, of course we do. Like, we have Precise. I'm sure we're going to get something that helps crit later. And I believe I talked about this before, right? That if for whatever reason, like, yeah. If for whatever reason mapping dailies becomes a thing, this is kind of what happens. Is if it's this reliable, you're going to be able to mathematically solve a seed. And that seems to be what Ren's all about here. He even gets luckier with the... I may have gotten luckier with the crit, but this man is rolling in dough. Actually, hold up. It's in standard definition. I have much more money than he does. Oh no. I'm sorry. How did you enter this fight? A little bit further down. Okay. Oh my god, that is a curse spawn. I feel so bad for him. Oh no. Alright. Yeah, he didn't get to attack both of these because his were spawned in a line. And we're just going to clap them once. Understood. My orb definitely spawned a little bit more cursed than theirs did, though. I'm actually going to blink. Don't blink, you'll miss it. So I'm actually already doing significantly better because they have an extra body on the field. Again, this all generally comes out in the wash. You don't got to worry about this so much. But this is one of the main disparities that you have to worry about when you're following seeds like this. Did you seriously not? He must have crit in there somewhere because... Oh, no, that wasn't it. You were marked on his screen, and that's why you died. Interesting. Okay, I just gotta figure out how to mop up this fight. I got this from here. And this is kind of where, like, a little bit of combat skill comes in handy. Because if you get a terrible spawn like that, or for whatever reason you don't get Liar's Dice and they do, which if they're trying to farm a seed for you, they would probably not take Liar's Dice. Okay, I'm waiting for them to finish here. Oh my god, like, you guys gotta watch this run. Like, again, it's fine, but it looks so painful. Yeah, we're taking physical power. We're not taking crush damage, huh? Well, I guess it's CDR. Like, that's pretty freaking good. Allows us to, at this point, almost get crush every turn. Possibly every turn. I bet you we reroll for purples. That's why we took glyphs. And we're getting some orbs out of this. I can already, like, almost see the run that they're going for. Undefeating an enemy, flash again. Yes, absolutely. What are we doing with this unstable brew? We're eating the fish. Seems reasonable. What are we doing here? More stats. I love it. You guys know how much I love stat shrines. Yes. Okay. Left. I was bamboozled. Like, it was not my fault. Shit. They hovered over that thing for like 5 seconds. It was probably 3, but that's a lot faster than they've hovered over anything. They took the right, in case you guys are also, like, watching this. God. Okay, so now I'm interested to see, like, are they going to get the same fight here? I believe it's the same fight. Okay, we want to be... Well, I mean, it's a completely different, like, biome, I guess. Yeah, it's the same fight. And that's pretty much... I assumed that was the case from when I've been farming them myself. Our setup is much less cursed, by the way. That, kind of like how in Monster Train, you always went to the same fights, but you got to choose different paths. I think it's pretty much the same thing in Inkbound, where it's... You're going to... Hold up, what the frick was that move right there? Where you're going to the same fight still, but you're just choosing how you get there. So even though this looks like a different arena, it's functionally the same arena. Did you crit? That's why my... No? We take unstable. See, they take their potions so fast, I don't see it. This person's on a mission. And then shield charge whatever we can alongside the... I would like to get this guy in here, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Blink. Orb. They're looking for Magic Pixel to get all 3 people. I definitely don't have that. Anyways. Well, I pressed the button, but it was actually exactly where we were for once. Take this orb. And I assume that doing damage to... Because... Oh, no, I can hit the same 2 targets. I was going to say, I assume that damage to the pot is most important. Do you blink again? Yes, you do. Okay, we're freestyling again. Okay. So how do we want to do this? We probably open up with Earthquake, because that's generally what they do. Let me just check and make sure about that. This is probably much less riveting. I apologize to everybody. Okay, yep. I mean, to be honest, at this point, I'm pretty sure that I can run this run. But again, I'm trying to look for anything, like, really different in their seed versus my seed. I did not get to take care of as many people as you did. If I could get a Magic Pixel here, that would be freaking fantastic. Oh my god, I can. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to blink after that. Good lord. And then you got surrounded. I did not, but that probably doesn't matter because I'm guessing that our first move is this. And then whatever the heck we want to do thereafter. Okay. So this is where I've screwed it all up. Because I got faked out. You took Counselor's Ledger. Oh. So this is another thing that I want to see due to this. They're getting their legendary quest as well. And we got the same legendary quest. Well, of course we're going to take Heart of the Last Lifeless. Because we got a plus 30 HP and a Death Scythe. But I think at this point, it's more about, now that I've screwed up, how similar is everything else? We reroll here for extracting Blink. That you knew there was an up tier in that reroll. Holy shit. Then we're going for a Vestige. Cool, I got lore here. We're taking Box of Truffles. Replacing it with Verdant Sprout. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. All right. You actually spawn quite close. And that was almost identical. This Rhino's a little bit further out on his screen. Okay. We got a crit here, did you? You got a crit on the dash. Well, I raise you. I don't know. I almost could have blinked there. And now I'm pretty much just figuring out how I want to do damage to Captor because they're trying to kill a rhino that doesn't exist. They did a bunch of claps. Sure. Again, I'll raise you. Alright, so. How many orbs did you take, though? Did you leave one? Blink. I guess you're going to have an extra precise that I don't. No. You leave an orb. Okay. And they do have an extra precise deck that we don't because they got to use it before they killed everybody. And they have a crit now on Seismic Slam, which is probably admittedly better. Like, considerably. Okay, I'll stop talking shit. This technically does more damage, so I'll do it. Hit you with that. I'm gonna take this. We're basically freestyling at this point. We need to somehow phase you, and I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're not gonna phase you. We're basically gonna take damage, but that's also perfectly fine because we full heal now. So I probably should have left some infrastructure there. Yeah, you left 2 orbs on the ground. I didn't. Anyways, like I said, we're freestyling. When I freestyle, I lose self-confidence. I'm going to take this because it's about to disappear. Get another orb on the ground. That was kind of nice. Get that out there. Get this. Clap. Orb. Free precise. And then just keep clapping, basically. You know, it certainly would be nice if I actually, like, crit on something. Suppose it's not important. Now that we got this set up, orb and cooldown on flash, and then of course like 2 shining circlets, we almost get to use earthquake twice a turn. What are we taking here? We take Impulse. Discounted Shield Bash. You frickin' know it because we got Battering Ram. You love to see it. So I guess the question I gotta ask myself as I'm, you know, following this individual. Obviously at this point in the run we've won. Like, I guess there's a way that I could screw this up. But otherwise, hold up. What did you just take there? Please. Took 1 shielding. Okay. I think at this point they're just taking stuff. Yeah, close enough. Okay, so bread and butter is open with this. We can actually dash through all these people. It's probably actually important to hit you. Yeah. You use Iron Clap on the Chompy. So I may have very well scuffed that. 1. And of course, we have 2 less will because of the fact that you have Counselor's Ledger. We don't. Okay. Well, it's time to see if I actually can do this myself from this point out. Honestly, we already own this fight. I'm not afraid. Okay. Go ahead, drop me this down here. I don't want it this turn, though. Instructions unclear. Didn't get Counselor's Ledger. I mean, might as well use this. There we go. Are we taking this Miser's Purse, or do you have something truly extra cursed at the other side of a reroll here? No, we take Miser's. And we use it to get rid of Box of Truffles. Makes sense. We pass for HP? I suppose you took more damage than I did. And nothing here is really good for us? I guess you would, yeah. We have the option to reroll all this crap, though. I'm doing more science. Honestly, just grab us a little bit more crit than they have. And what did you grab out of here? Discounted Seismic Slam? Yeah, I'll appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. No, don't tell me. Okay, you run right past. I really wanted to see that final shot, though. The funny thing is, we could take the Stone Blossom for no reason, but we could afford that Stone Blossom. Well, I guess they could have too. They have 906 Quillings, I have 916. That's the only distinction there. How do you start this fight? You start this fight from down here? Okay. Anyways. Fight ended up about the same. I honestly don't know, in retrospect, if I'm actually going to like go through and edit all that stuff. This is super late for me due to where we're at. And I'm pretty much just freestyling this at this point. So if I screw this up at this point, it's 100% my fault. For all the reasons mentioned above. I'll take this damage. There's no reason not to. Go ahead, take that. I have spikes. You're gonna take some damage. This should kill you, yeah. Let's get out of here. Okay, that was a fancy crit. And I'll go ahead and I'll take that. Let's blink, get an orb down. That's going to disappear. That's going to disappear. Let's get some spikes because we can. We've got another crit. Sorry, buddy. I mean, we honestly might as well get more of that. And you're dead. We just straight up one-shot you. So, obviously, we didn't run into any fuckery do's. Again, mostly the one that I was looking for was different bindings being offered between different people. And we obviously didn't run into any of that because we had gifted. Otherwise, everything moved pretty smoothly. Some crazy rerolls there. But again, when you know knowledge of the future, then that's what you have. And we're going to be up near the top of the leaderboard off Stolen Valor. So go ahead and tell everybody about how Sibbles and Bits became a cheater just to get a win. Anyways, again, going to leave that description of Ren's run down in the description below, or the link to the... I'm going to leave a link to Ren's run down in the description below. Go ahead, head over there, give him the view. If anything, it's literally 12 minutes. Like, dude is cruising, alright? Just watch the video for 12 minutes. Maybe give them a little bit of an update in their algorithm by, like, giving them some feedback or something like that. Because they earned it, right? Like, it's always good to see people who are enthusiastic about, I don't know if their purpose was to say map the daily, but they're posting their near perfect wins on YouTube for other people to follow if they want to, which there's merit in that. So, hopefully the run it probably wasn't entertaining. I was watching somebody else's video for the whole time. That's basically, what is it called? React content in Twitch? Yeah, you got to see some prime React content until the end there when I had to pull a win out of my ass. That was given to me by somebody else. But other than that, again, hopefully it was at least educational. What we learned today, we didn't learn anything. We knew that Quilling's enemy spawns, crits, all that stuff is random. But Ren did a very good job at minimizing the amount of crits and all that stuff that was important. I would say Precise would probably not have fit that bill, but it's probably, like, if I knew it was there, like, it was there. It's the right move. And they already decided that they weren't going to try to get turn 1. But if you're going to get turn 1, it would probably it would probably be because you had Precise. I can't even talk right now. You can tell I haven't been using my brain for the last half hour. Anyways, thank you very much. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put that down in the comments below. And until next time, we'll catch you guys around.